Welcome back to Crypto Future, guys. Good evening. Good evening. Have you used up all your your Twitter reads yet for the day? Um, anyway, I don't think that's gonna last long, guys. Anyways, uh, not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. Please make sure you guys are doing your own research and add these projects to your watch list. Okay, so let's get into it. We got quite a bit of Jasmy news tonight. A little bit of a heart-to-heart video here with the Jasmy community. There's been a lot of FUD, been a lot of depression and stuff like that. So, guys, like I put out a video, I put out a short earlier today. I believe that, like I said, about 8 grand gets you roughly 2 million, uh, 2 million Jasmy. So I believe it can go much higher than 50 cents in this next bull run. But if you can DCA, not financial advice, but if you can DCA um, to get yourself 2 million Jasmy, goes to 50 cents, which should be very easy. You've got yourself $1 million right there, right? So if you can't, if you don't have 8 grand, a lot of people don't have that kind of money. Like I said, you just DCA every paydays. That's what I do. I work extra jobs on the weekend where I bounce. I make extra money. I bounce roughly 3, 4 nights a week. I can make extra money, and I put that extra money into my DCA, right? Because it's extra money. So there is always a way, right, to pick up a weekend job or something. Find a way to scrape up some more money and just continue to DCA, because it'll be worth it in the long run, in my opinion, right? So um, you can get $2 million with Jasmy. You can do it. You can. Um, so Candlestick Maker says Jasmy will play a major role in data tokenization, which increases the velocity of data for people who'll borrow against sales, trade, etc. Data. Jasmy creating a massive data derivatives market guarantees its $1 trillion company. Exactly. Jasmy essentially has no competitor at this point, right? It's only a matter of time before their technology starts going more global. Data is one of the four pillars of the next technological revolution. Data monetization. So, in my opinion, anyways, Meta Lawman says. Speaking of fighting back, Coinbase has accelerated the timeline in its case by filing an early answer to SEC's complaint. So if you're considering joining John Deaton's class of Coinbase account holders, you should sign up now. So you can check that out on John Deaton's page. I signed up. I do. I don't hold anything over on Coinbase, but I do have an active account over there. So it's the same thing that he did with the XRP community for the Ripple case. So I would encourage you to go sign up for that. It takes 2 seconds. Um, we got to fight these fights together, right, guys? Look at the positive outlook of what happened. I don't think that the Ripple case would have gone as positively as it has if John Deaton had not gotten involved with over 70, I think it's 75,000 uh, people signing up, right? So we got to do the same thing with Coinbase here. If we want positive outcomes, we need these judges in these courts to see that we are all watching what they're doing. There's no sneaking little agree with the SEC because they're a government agency crap. That's not going to sneak past us, right? We need them to know that we're watching. Um, More Jasmy news. Jasmy's potential is based on the growing demand of data privacy and security. As more and more devices are connected to the internet, the amount of data that is being collected is increasing exponentially. This data is worth money. Jasmy is giving our data back to us. Exactly, guys. It's that simple. For all of you who don't know much about Jasmy, or you think it's a scam or whatever it is that you're calling it, it's a rug. Understand that. Understand what the technology, what they're doing, their use case, and that they have no. They're like XRP Ripple. They have no competitor with what they're doing, right? They're innovating here. So keep that in mind. Funny tweet by the Wolf of Wall Street says free speech, but nobody can read it. Good times. A little bit of positive H bar news or opinion here. Couldn't agree more. H bar is one of the most important projects in the crypto space. The truth always hides in plain sight. H bar will be a top 10 token. Partnerships don't lie, just a matter of time. And I agree with that too. I hold a big bag of H bar. It's one of my biggest bags. I believe in H bar as well, and I will continue to DCA into it right until around the halving, and then I pause and I wait, and eventually I start to DCA back out when I get my profits. Right, take your profits, guys. Um, so here it is, guys. Jasmy versus Apple stock 20 years ago, right? 20 years ago, Apple stock was 23 cents. Today, it's a staggering $183. Today, for 10K, you'll get approximately 2.3 million Jasmy at 2043. If and when KPI is reached, that's approximately 39 million US. Never stop investing. You are early. So couldn't agree with that more. When you compare it, Jasmy, to Apple stock, and that's what I'm trying to tell you guys. Zoom out. The future is so big for Jasmy, guys. It really, really is. So stay positive, you guys. Right, and I'm gonna continue to DCA. I hope that you guys do the same. Not financial advice. Um, Another tweet here: Google, Amazon, Apple, and Facebook have been sued for spying on customers and selling customer data for profit. Jasmy stops all the spying peeping toms. Exactly, right? Exactly. It's that simple. They're taking your data and selling it, and they're making money. They're stealing your money. That Jasmy stops that. That's what I'm trying to tell you guys. So from the Winklevoss twins here, today marks 10 years since Tyler and I filed for the first Bitcoin ETF. It's been 10 years. The SEC Gov's refusal to approve these products for a decade has been a complete and utter disaster for the U.S. investor and Democrats. And demonstrates how the SEC is a failed regulator. Here's why: protecting investors from the best performing asset of the last decade, pushed investors into toxic products like Grayscale Bitcoin Trust, which trades at a massive discount to NAV and charges astronomical fees. Push spot Bitcoin activity offshores and to unlicensed and unregulated venues. Pushed investors into the arms of FTX, subjecting them to one of the largest financial frauds in modern history. Maybe the SEC will reflect on its dismal record, and instead of overstepping its statutory power and trying to act like the gatekeeper of economic life, it will focus on fulfilling its mandate of investor protection, fostering fair and orderly markets, and facilitating capital formation. This would have led to a much better outcome for U.S. investors. In the meantime, best of luck to all those fighting the good fight to bring U.S. spot Bitcoin ETF to life. Onward. And we're just playing the waiting game, because all of the companies, like I told you guys, Fidelity, BlackRock, ARK Invest, all those companies, they've all adjusted their ETF applications, spot Bitcoin ETF applications, and refiled them. So now we're back in wait mode, right? So we'll see what happens. And then at the end of this, guys, for the XRP community, well, really for the altcoin community, I really wanted to it's been bugging me for about 2 or 3 days now, and I kind of wanted to touch on it a little bit here. And it's that there's a YouTuber I listen to a lot, and I respect him, and I really, really enjoy his channel. I do. I like watching his videos, and I have respect for his opinion and stuff like that. But the last couple of days, I've watched his videos, And I don't know what's happened with him. His name, it's called Jungle Inc. And I'm sure some of you guys know him. But the last couple of videos, yesterday and today, that I've watched from him, I have to very strongly disagree with his opinion on what is happening with the regulations in the U.S. He had stated yesterday that, he thinks that what's going to happen is that essentially most altcoins, almost all altcoins, will be classified as securities and have to register, and everything that doesn't or can't register will be pushed out of the U.S. and have to operate outside the U.S. and innovate outside the U.S. Essentially, he was saying that Bitcoin, Ethereum, and maybe a handful of alts will be of the larger alts will be in the states, and everything else will be classified as security and not be allowed to operate in the U.S. And I have to strongly disagree with that for a couple of reasons. One is that with Congress coming after Gary and the SEC the way that they are, and I don't see Gary lasting very long, and I just don't see them allowing, like, they're trying to pass legislation right now, regulation, sorry, for clarity and clear definitions between commodities and securities in a way that most would be classified as commodities, but there will be some that are classified as securities, right? But the way that he was talking about it, it's like, so basically Bitcoin and Ethereum and maybe a couple of altcoins, and then everything else will be gone out of the country. The other reason I don't think that that's going to happen is because there's what, 15-20,000 altcoins now. I don't see custodians in the States and these hedge funds and stuff not wanting to be able to collect the fees on Cardano, Caspa, XRP, right? You go down the list as we go lower and lower. There's like I said, there's like 15,000, and they're only going to want to collect the fee, trading fees and stuff like that, and custodian fees for a handful, and just let the other countries develop innovation and collect all the fees for all the other altcoins and everything like that. I don't see that being a realistic possibility, in my opinion. Like I said, I respect the guy a lot. I like his videos, but I think he's way off with that. I really don't see them saying only Bitcoin and Ethereum are going to be safe in the States. I don't see that being a realistic outcome. I just don't. I don't know. That's just it's been bugging me the last couple of days, and he kind of doubled up on it again today on his video, and I think he's off base. Now, that doesn't mean I don't respect him. It doesn't mean I still like his videos. I'm still going to watch his videos. I encourage you guys to watch his videos too. But I think he's wrong on this one, and that's okay. It's okay to disagree, right? He'll never hear this, but he would probably say that he thinks I'm wrong. I don't know, but anyways, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Shoot me a like so we can push this algorithm out there, and who knows, maybe Jungle Link will see it one day. I don't know, but also shoot a subscribe down there, guys. Really appreciate it. We're really growing. We're getting so close to 300. Keep it going. Let's keep growing here. I appreciate you guys, and I am keeping an eye on the votes on the poll for the live stream. So yeah, like and subscribe. I'll talk to you later.